So I have always wanted to try voodoo chips.
So I didn't realize they came out, Zapp's now came out with fins. So normally they used to be the thicker, like kettle cooked ones.
I'm always look at how many chips I can get per serving. So I'm gonna just half, Janice, I can get 17 chips for 150 calories. So I'm gonna do 75 calories.
Girl, if you coming over here today counting calories.
No, because I'm about to eat. I got to be realistic. I got to pace myself. Pace myself. I just told you I got went with a little bun because you got those big man buns.
Well, I cut mine too because I really can't even eat that much.
First, I'm gonna see how I did. Okay, because I got lots of juice.
Yeah.
All right, and then I love these pickles on it. I like that extra pop.
You need that little acidity to balance out the fat from the roast beef and stuff.
Gotcha. I love that. Yeah, I don't even touch what I was gonna eat.
Yeah. So, and that's it for me.
So you don't do lettuce?
Oh yeah, let me put
do a little lettuce.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make it look like a salad.
So do you like to cook, or you cook for? No, you don't. Say love that.
If she's cooking, I'm worried.
So she doesn't cook.
No, I can
rarely.
bake.
You can cook. You can bake.
I can bake.
Okay, but not cooking because
She makes killer banana pudding.
Really?
That's so and for me, like, I make a couple of good desserts.
But that's not your thing.
No.
Desserts are not my thing.
It's more of a science.
Yeah, and I don't want to stand. I don't color in the lines well.
Well, listen.
Yeah.
You're gonna see later when we make the bread pudding.
You don't color in the lines either.
These are spicy craw taters, so they season it with the seasoning from crawfish bowl.
Ooh. Yeah, I can work my way up to that. All right. So Travis, first of all, thank you for having me. I'm so excited about being here. I see you putting flour into the cup. So tell me what we're doing today.
You know, it's funny because most of when I'm cooking, I really don't measure a lot of stuff.
I see, and I like that.
With gumbo, you know, or anything with a roux, you want equal parts flour and oil. So,
right.
You know, I do measure that.
Okay.
But yeah, so we're going to start off with our roux. I'm using avocado oil today because it's a good high smoke point oil.
Yeah.
A lot of people use canola oil. I like avocado. You can get a little bit hotter without it burning, and that's the biggest concern with a roux is always burning.
So this flour is different from my flour that I buy back in South Georgia. Is this something that you get here in New Orleans? Where are you getting this flour?
No, actually, I get it on Amazon. It's an Italian 00 flour, and the reason we started buying this is because my wife has a gluten intolerance,
right?
And she tends to be able to deal with this and not swell up. So
that's a big deal now. People having intolerance for gluten.
Yep.
And it's a real thing. It's a dangerous intolerance. So wow, I'm gonna have to make sure I get a picture of that. And then we're using avocado oil for
the oil part of the roux. And like I said, it's avocado oil's got a much higher smoke point than a lot of other oils. I'm not gonna go completely, and I'm looking at the measurements there. Because I actually want it to be a little bit drier. Okay. And the reason for that is because if I get it right, texture-wise, at the end, I'm going to add a little butter in it. Exile sauce.
Talk to me, butter.
So basically, we ended up down in South Louisiana in the bayous. And so the cooking there became a little bit more rural, a little bit more rustic. We've adapted a lot of things along the way because of our French heritage.
Right.
We got to South Louisiana and you know, our French heritage, there was the mirepoix. Well, we're not doing a mirepoix because we don't have carrots.
Correct.
So we switched the Trinity out to become onions, bell pepper, and celery.
Right.
Because those are the ingredients that we had there.
Right.
So it's really about living off the land, using what you have and what's available, and that's kind of how some of those dishes came to be.
And see, now this is an honor when somebody pulls out their special knives, because we don't normally do that.
At the Louisiana Restaurant Association show, every year the equipment guys don't want to take all of this stuff home.
That's
so I got a good deal on
it. Ooh. So he offered me, a Bentley, and then
you use whichever one you want.
I'm just gonna touch it. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna put both of these. Because when you get to drive like different cars, oh my God. So as a chef, I don't let everybody touch my knives. I'm sorry. I give them something that's been up, chipped up. They don't know what they're doing. But a cloth, so under my, because this I do know you never want to chop on something. The difference is so what you consider yourself Cajun?
Cajun, yes. I was born in a little town called New Iberia, Louisiana, which is about 2.5 hours west of here. My culture has been more on the Cajun side. So like when you go to that part of the state, and I always encourage people, like so many people come to Louisiana, but they only know New Orleans.
That's the only part they know.
Yeah, right. And New Orleans is great. No, I'm not throwing any shade there, but if you could go into Lafayette, into the Acadiana region, and go to some of the festivals and just experience the cuisine, the culture, it's definitely a different experience.
Right.
And the food's different.
Okay, and tell me some examples of that.
So, like I was talking about, with the use of tomato, a lot of times they'll put tomato in gumbo.
Things that you don't normally put tomatoes in gumbo. Okay.
We do put okra in our gumbo. Sometimes, like, it really just depends. Like, my grandma would always make like a shrimp and okra gumbo.
Okay.
But I think in the Cajun side, they just put the okra in it, so it is a little bit slimy.
Okay.
When okra is put into a gumbo in New Orleans, a lot of times they put the tomato in it because the acidity of the tomato cuts back the smell. So it's more of a function thing.
Gotcha. My mother was an okra fanatic, and I love that our cultures, while we're talking that Southern, how everything is crossing over, everything that I hear you saying. Because my mother always made a roux for macaroni and cheese, but we didn't cook our roux as dark as you would for your, what are we making in this one?
This one's just going to be chicken and sausage.
So we didn't make it as dark, but we made that roux.
Yeah.
And that was the beginning of it. And so I'm super excited about this.
So the other dish I was talking about with the shrimp, we're probably going to stop at about this color. Color of the roux lends itself to what the functionality is. The darker the roux, the less thickening power it has.
Wow, gotcha. Say that again.
So the darker the roux, the less thickening power it has. So that's why, like, with Cajun gumbo, our gumbo tends to be a little bit more brothy.
Yes.
Whereas, like in New Orleans, it's a heavier, richer, and so, no, when you do a blonde roux, you don't need nearly as much.
Well, and that lends itself back to the macaroni and cheese and the different things the little different gravies that we made. With what we call a roux. They were blonde. They were not deep roux. So that makes total sense to me. And when my mother was building it, she never, she would say make a roux. I gotta make a roux first, but it was never like this intensity with stirring. So I love that.
With us, it's everything starts with a roux.
Absolutely.
And we always, I feel like Cajun culture, we always kind of take things beyond where other people or cultures do. Like when we saute our tripling, we get it really, like the onions are really translucent.
Yeah, everything is,
to, you know,
to the point that you don't recognize
yeah.
it.
And you being a French trained chef, I mean, you know that that's not how they do.
No,
you know?
no, that is not. And what I love is that as we talk about these things, I just see so much of, you know, our culture, because we did the onions and the bell pepper, and the celery. That was always our base for anything, any soups, any stews, anything like that. And again, it's cultural. And you were talking about how with the Cajuns that they used whatever they had, and they elevated that. And I think about all of the Southern dishes that my mother grew up eating and cooking, and then she made for us. A lot of it was called scraps. A lot of the things were the things that nobody else wanted, the parts of the animals. And when they killed animals, they ate everything. They cooked everything. I mean, from the rooter to the tutor.
Every part of the field except the squeal.
That's right, absolutely. And so I love that our cultural backgrounds have that same thing. And I think sometimes we miss out on saying that. And we're more alike here in America, this melting pot, than we are different. And I think we need to highlight that more and tell people that so it brings us more together, that we're better together. Now that is silk, brother. That's beautiful. Like that. And that smell, again, I want somebody to invent the smell can. So you can smell what I'm smelling.
No, I mean, you know how much I travel for work. And so for me, anytime I go to a new place, I don't really feel like I can truly experience it without my wife, because like if she's not there, it's not real.
Right.
But what I do like to experience is the food.
Right.
And she's not as much, you know, like she's a little bit more picky than me. So she's not gonna have any hard feelings by me going eat at a restaurant that's local cuisine.
Right.
So those are the things, like when I go to a new place, I want to try the new things.
What's local? Right.
Yeah.
I get it. And I love that you're going to saute this until they're almost gone, because I am mincing more than I am dicing. And with bell peppers, because of the way they're shaped, it looks like it's taking me more time to actually get that membrane out. So you should never dice it with all that white stuff in it.
So I don't ever really pay attention to it too much with bell peppers, because the spice level's not really there. But like on jalapenos and stuff, I do. So what's the like?
This white, this is really tough, and it adds a level of bitterness. It kind of overrides your sweetness in your bell peppers. And so, because I'm a French trained chef, I was just taught.
I love it.
And my mother taught me to get rid of, like, none of that is necessary. So you get rid of all of that. Not that it probably wouldn't bother you. I've seen people grind up the whole thing. But it's just that you want the good parts of it.
See, and again, I didn't even know that. For me, it's just always been on the spicy peppers. Getting that middle out.
And my chef always said, if you want a great product, start with great ingredients, and make sure the ingredients are treated with care and intention. And so me pulling that out just makes me feel like I'm being intentional toward what I'm going to put in my finished product.
Exactly. No, and it goes back to like. We can sit here and I can tell you step by step what I do, and there's so many shortcuts what you can do. But I feel like when you put that love into it, it just makes for such a better finished product.
Absolutely. I love these colors. I love colored bell peppers. For years in the South, all we use is green bell pepper. Is amazing. This is my kind of art. This is Oh, it smells good. I got that nutty flavor. So my daughter has this same pot. I have one. I have several. So I don't even want people to know that I have a fetish for these kinds of pots.
Yes.
But her pot's name is Agnes. She's cream and she's pretty and she makes food elevated. So what's the name
I
of your pot?
never named my pot.
You gotta name your pot. He's blue, so it's gotta be a guy. What's a Cajun name? What can we give? What can his name?
I mean, I feel like something like Boudreaux would be.
Boudreaux, I like it. I like it. So Boudreaux, the blue pot. Okay, he needs to meet up with Agnes.
Boudreaux blue.
I like this Boudreaux. I love this. And this, if I could let people smell what, you remember the wrestler like Rock, can you smell?
Can you
what
smell
Rock
what
is
Rock is
cooking?
cooking?
Oh my God, can you smell what Boudreaux got going on in here? Because the flavors and the color, this roux is dang near perfection. Like, I'm excited about it. And this is why I wanted to cook with you. Because you have the ability to make simple processes look like forever. And this also connects me to my mother because her love language was food.
Food, yep.
That's how she let us know how she felt about us.
That's it.
By making our favorites, by taking the time to stand over the stove and really labor over it. And I mean, you worked on this roof for 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And I've got all your mise en place ready and your sausage, but just the whole process of bringing it together, like I love the smells, I love the pots. I'm just so in love with everything that has to do with cooking because cooking is almost like what God does to us.
Yeah.
He puts us on the fire, turns it up, and when he gets through stirring everything up in us, what comes out is beautiful.
It is perfection.
And so I thank you, Lord, for giving me that because you just gave me that. That is just how he does our lives. So I love that.
It is. It's a labor of love. It's you get hooked like when you cook for somebody for the first time and you see their face light up.
Yeah. And it's forever.
That's
You want that feeling like I want to serve them. I want to see them eat it. I want to see their reaction. After my brother died, Paul, my sister-in-law and her son and her daughter came to my house, and I wanted to cook for them the way my mother cooked for them.
Yep.
And I wanted them to have all the memories of grandma.
Yep.
So I was waiting for them to say, "This is close."
Yeah.
And so my sister-in-law also.
That's the best.
Ooh,
when
that's
somebody
the best
tells you this tastes like my mom.
Oh, it grabs your heart.
Amazing.
And so I think the part of it, and then when I got to cook with Jan, it was great because she was making my mama's macaroni and cheese. So I have messed with macaroni and cheese so much, and I have so many different versions: the crock pot version, the TikTok version, this version, my grandmother's version, my mother's old version. But Janice, that's one of the things my mom taught her. And she was making, and I'm like, "You're not gonna cook these long?" She goes, "No, they just need to cook a little bit." And I mean, we had to improvise on the milk and some other stuff. But when that stuff landed in my mouth, I feel like Eve had did her like this. Come on, Janice. Yes. It was so good. And so I love that we get to do this because you're filling a bucket for me. First of all, you're using the love language to tell me that you value me.
Of course.
And I'm in your beautiful home, cooking with you. But the other part is that we get to talk with each other that we love to do anyway.
Yeah, exactly. We
like talking and being together and sharing, and we both have the same problem. Like we can jump from one subject to the other in like 10 minutes.
This ADD.
You gotta keep up with us. Like you gotta watch it like you're watching a match or something. Like what is going? Because we go from one to the other. So yeah, this is awesome. So what are we gonna do next?
So next, last night I made the stock.
Wonderful.
So whole chicken. When we finished with that, pulled the chicken because that's the chicken that's going to go in gumbo. We're going to use the stock for that.
Okay.
I like to do it a day ahead because
so it sits and marries and comes together. I got that. So we're going to get a homemade stock. So he didn't cheat. He didn't go in the cabinet and get some broth off of the shelf because that's my brother Travis. He made it from scratch. And you're going to really be able to taste the difference. Now this is when you know that's your country. K-U-N-T-R-E-E. It's in a Ziploc bag, so you know the fat comes to the top. You just got this, so this is country.
And don't think that fat's going
I know it's going in there. I'm excited about it. Okay, so what are we going to do? Add that?
I add a little bit at a time. And I always like to do cold.
You want me to stir for it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I always like to do cold.
He's letting me touch Boudreaux. So I'm in here stirring. Okay.
Listen, you already got to chop with my knives. That's
yes,
the biggest
let's talk
thing.
about the Cadillac and the Mercedes and all of that stuff I'm using over there. And I was in heaven. I was trying not to act all geek. And I can't take it back on the plane, so I won't steal it today. Today.
Next time she gonna drive.
I'm gonna drive so I can put them all in the car. This is so beautiful. This is art. This is what art is.
So cold stock and hot roux mixed together better.
Okay. That's another tip that I did not know. Do you hear that goodness? It's like, come on in here. I love it. I love the sound. I love Agnes's boyfriend right here. This is Boudreaux. This is beautiful. And so how long did you simmer? How long did it take to make the stock?
Probably about 2.5 hours on a simmer. I have a little, I would say, I guess, secret ingredient. I don't think anybody puts this in their gumbo, but I use, for my stocks, I use the Better Than Bouillon bases. So obviously we have some chicken base,
right.
But I also use their mushroom base. And that to me completely adds
Okay, look, this is what I got to tell you. You just got your life changed. You're welcome. Because I would have never thought to do that.
It's I mean, and probably...
Now I won't drink this cold. Like, I want to just be laughing in it. Okay, so, mushroom Better Than Bouillon. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Only get it on Amazon.
Oh, see? I know I hadn't seen that in the stores. I was going to say, I've seen beef, I've seen chicken, I've seen garlic.
Yep.
I saw...
They have
like a vegetarian version or something.
And
but
lobster.
now, so, mushroom?
Yep. Good stuff.
Changing my life. See, who says you can't learn later in life? See, this I'm telling you, my saying is, I know God loves everybody, but He's crazy about it. He keeps giving me nuggets. I am going to Amazon today and order my mushroom. Oh! I mean, why wouldn't I? And that's going to elevate that, so I can already feel like I know what the flavor profile is going to be. So, what are we doing in this pot?
This pot we're going to start with seafood base. So again, start with the roux. We're going to go much lighter on this roux. We'll do it all with butter, and actually
all with butter.
Yeah.
Unsalted, salted.
Unsalted.
Unsalted.
I actually try to use seasoning blends and that type of thing more than just salt or salted butter.
Right.
Because I feel like there's a lot more flavor I can get out of it.
So you can elevate it. Okay.
But on this one, for the stock, we'll use a lobster base.
Okay, so I'm ready for all of that, but I want to quickly get into how we know each other, because I know this looks really crazy to everybody. First of all, let's get into what we got on. So you got LSU going on because of where we are.
Yep.
We're right outside of New Orleans. How far?
About an hour north of New Orleans.
About an hour north of New Orleans. And of course, I'm going to rep Skiggy every day, all the way, all the time. This is it. The HBCU, and I know I have people who are going to challenge me, but I don't care. And we're leading up to homecoming. So everybody that's my friend on Facebook knows when it's homecoming season, because I start posting pictures, talking about balling, parlaying. I get to be 19, 20, 21 for 3 days. And so some of the stuff I can't show you all because I need to keep my job until retirement. But I'm excited about us being here on a college weekend, cooking in your home, making all these amazing foods. So we're gonna make some Creole, some Cajun, because we talked about the difference between that. And we're just getting to love on each other and being in everybody's homes, wherever you are, watching this, getting to capture my America. So my whole point is to show everybody what my village looks like. And my village looks nothing like what people think. And we're better together, but we have more in common than we have not alike.
For sure.
And I don't think people get that. So Travis and I met because of school nutrition.
Yep. I would say probably about 2014 maybe. Maybe that's 14,
about right.
14, 15, somewhere around there.
And in rural Georgia, South Georgia, which nobody comes to visit us. And we're very loyal people. But immediately from talking to you, I just felt the connection. And I mean, we hee ha ha, cut each other off, finished each other's sentences early on. And so I'm really grateful for that connection. Grateful for you. I got to see your heart then, and it just really drew me to who you are as a man, a provider, a husband, a father, a colleague, and it's just doesn't seem like it's been that long.
Yeah.
It's been a long
Time's
time.
flown.
It has. So we have a double-digit year relationship, and I'm grateful to be here. So we're gonna start this other route, and we're gonna get started, and we'll be back to talk some more. Oh, that smells good, and you ain't cooked a thing yet. Oh.
So I think that would be I recommend finding out.
You smell that?
Yeah.
Smell like dressing.
Yeah.
Look like I'm getting ready for Thanksgiving. Oh, that smells so good. This is my kind of art right here. Art. Ooh, Travis, that smells so good. Sausage and this chicken, that's the pulled chicken from your stock.
Yep.
Okay. Perfect.
You know, when growing up, my mom used to make it, and she'd put the whole drumstick in.
Oh, my mama did too for her dumplings and everything. Mommy never took the bones out. I guess that marrow and that goodness from that bone. I mean, you always pick up bones in her stuff. Oh, this smells so. Look at those colors. That is beautiful. And so you added bay leaves?
Yep.
Okay.
Bay leaf, a little bit of Worcestershire. I'm gonna taste it when it gets warmer.
And then what we need to do. Gotcha. So, Travis, I have gotten yet another assignment. I feel like I'm a sous chef because I'm doing potatoes now.
I have the best sous chef in the
You
world.
do? And I'm so glad you noticed. So, let me ask you this question. What size do you want your potatoes? Because, you know, potato salad is personal.
It is very personal, and I would tell you to do it the way you would do yours. But tell me how you do your potatoes.
Okay, so when I do my potato salad, first of all, I grew up old school, and this is how my mother peeled potatoes. So this is how she peeled potatoes.
You know,
so we didn't use a potato peeler growing up.
When people have the skills to use a paring knife,
so
like
she
that, I'm always
did.
impressed.
That's how she did her potatoes, and she held it in her one hand and gave orders like this, and peeled that back because she didn't want you to eat it. You know, use a lot of her skin and all of that. And so when she peeled a potato and she cut a potato, I'm so glad you asked me this because again, a lot of times when I do cooking activities, I feel like my mama is with me. And she wants to know that I listen when she talked to me, and she told me what to do. So she would always, and see, she didn't like little dots on it either. So get all of that off. And she would cut her potato, depending on how big it was. So I don't like potatoes to be chunky.
Yeah.
I don't like chunky potato salad. I like to cook my potatoes until the potatoes are tender, and when you stir them, they blend. So they're not all gonna be the same size. It depends on the potato. Now, if she had to go fast, she cut it like that again.
Yeah.
If she was going fast. If she was not going fast and she had time to cook it, then it was just chunks.
I need to get you a tray for the. I didn't help you with your mise en place.
That's okay. I'm learning how to work around that. So I'm gonna peel another one like that. This is just for you, Mama. So you'll know that I got it and I remembered. And then I'll use the peeler because that's actually a stress reliever when you're using the peeler. You can pretend like you're hurting somebody. But this is potato salad. I don't think you knew this, Travis. It's one of my favorite dishes.
Really?
Oh my God. I'm gonna make collard greens. I want potato salad. I'm gonna make dressing. I want potato salad.
Well,
I'm gonna have baked beans. I want potato salad.
In the Cajun world, potato salad is a must with gumbo.
So
like you have to have potato salad.
I didn't know that.
And some people even put it in the gumbo.
So you know what? Then this brings us closer together. Like I feel like I'm Cajun today. I had to have potato salad. And I love the fact that we're showing up with so many similarities. I want people to hear, when they hear me cook, when it's Cooking with Chef V, I want you to hear that so many cultures and backgrounds blend over. We were talking earlier about the Hispanic culture and some of the things, the Spanish influence, and some of the things that they do, that we do, and the okra and the stewed tomatoes, because what people don't know is that okra was brought over from Africa.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna tell you, our folks had to be magicians to get those seeds over with them to grow okra.
Yep. Something that a lot of people don't even like.
They don't even like.
I love it.
But okra gives life. Like I didn't grow up liking okra because my grandmother put it in every single. Okra was on peas. Okra was on top of any and everything it could be on. My mother loved okra. She gave it to my baby. So my daughter likes it extra slimy, is what she says. She's like, Mama, I want to cook the part. I want the seeds to be in the vegetables. I want it slimy. Now, I eat okra in gumbo. I eat okra in soup. But just to say I want fried okra, a stewed okra.
I like pickled okra.
See, I don't. Because those two don't go together. It's like Sesame Street. What two go together? These two don't go together. So when you tell me that you got pickled okra, doesn't it have a crunch?
It's like the best of both worlds because you get the crunch on the outside, but you still kind of get your little sliminess on the middle.
I guess because you're my brother, I gotta try it, but it doesn't speak to me.
That's not your thing.
It doesn't speak to me, but we're gonna try it. So now let's talk about this potato salad. Let's get into it because this is how I'm gonna know if you are really a potato salad guy. What do you put in your potato salad?
Of course, eggs.
Of course, and had you not said eggs, I would side eye you. Okay.
And I probably go a little heavier on the eggs. I mean, we've got 4, what would you say, medium potatoes right here? Like I probably would put 5, 6 eggs in there.
Correct. So I was taught for every half pound you do 3 eggs.
Fair enough.
I mean, my mother was heavy on the eggs, and then she had the nerve to put a deviled egg on top.
So
that was her garnish.
Now let's go back. We're not boiling the potatoes just in water. We're boiling the potatoes in chicken stock.
Well, come on in here. No, never done that.
So that, you got your eggs, mayo mustard. Of course, I'm gonna throw some pork in, so we're gonna have some fresh bacon bits in there.
What?
Yeah.
I'm in love. Wait a minute. You gonna throw bacon in with the boiled egg?
Absolutely.
Mayo mustard. What else we getting?
I reserved some of the Trinity from the dice, so we're gonna have a little.
So I was waiting on my celery.
Little.
Because for those people who say don't put celery in my, you can forget it. You will not enjoy my potato salad because I'm gonna have celery. I'm gonna have onions. I've never put the bell pepper in.
I want the crunch factor.
I'm with you.
I'm with you.
Okay.
And then of course, and then after that, it's just mostly about just the season, making sure it's
just like it's hitting right. Yeah. So I season. So you boil your potatoes in cold water. In cold stock.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And then do you season you season your liquid?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. I'm excited. So I will allow you to enter the potato world. Okay.
Well, tell me about yours then.
So my potato salad is gonna be, I told you, chunky, and I'm gonna blend it. It's gonna have Hellman's mayonnaise. Sorry.
Not
for all of you blue plate.
She's giving me nasty because she got here with blue plate mayo for my roast beef po' boy.
I sinned today. I've got to get forgiveness for it. So I did that. So I do mustard at the end. So I blend my potato salad, and I don't cool it off. I don't cool my potatoes.
Oh, you eat it like warm?
No. I don't cool them.
Oh, you don't cool them? Oh, yeah, because it mixes that.
Yeah. So I do my mayonnaise. I do my eggs. We talked about that. I do salt, pepper, garlic. After I boil them in seasoned water, I do a blend that I made. So I came up with my own seasoning. It's called Vee's Vicious Rub, and it has salt, pepper, garlic in it. And I put that in. Blend, mustard to the color that my eye wants.
Yeah, not to the taste. I don't want too much mustard.
I don't want too much. And a lot of people put sugar in their potato salad. I do not. I do not put, but my mother's potato salad had sweet pickle relish. So
I
always.
do put a little sweet and a little dill pickle.
So I don't do dill, but I do sweet pickle relish. Not to the point that it's soupy or sweet.
No.
But just that kiss of love in it. And so my potato salad is super simple, but my daughter, it's so good. She asked me, "Can I freeze potato salad? Because I really want to take some back." I'm like, never heard of that, so I don't think you can. But I swear by my potato salad. Yeah.
Potatoes do not freeze well.
They do not, but when it's your mama's, you want to try to take it with you.
Yes.
So I just told her to try to recreate it.
Oh, my son is like dreaming of leftovers right now.
Look, I'm so excited. And again, I'm just cooking with you today. It's just incredible because it's blending two things that I love, and just the smells in here are just filling my soul. So this is almost like cooking therapy, and I want to tell everybody, if you're having a rough day, if you've had issues and things that just didn't go right, if you come in the house and just crank up the stove and just make something simple.
That's it. When you called me,
It's just a relief.
like you called me a few days ago just to kind of like retouch base and make sure like everything was on track and we were on the same page.
Correct.
And I told you, I said, I'm so looking forward to this because I need some kitchen therapy.
You did. And I love that. I love that you said that, because I cook when I'm happy, I'm sad, I'm confused, I'm angry, or I just want to share my love with somebody. And my best way of taking care of people is making something special for them. And a lot of times I make dishes, Travis, and I put them in throwaway containers and I just leave them. I text people and say, check your porch, check your mailbox.
Oh, that's cool.
Check your, because I cook so much that I can't consume it. But why not share it with people who cannot and will not
cook for themselves?
That's it. And so that's my way of, and I started that early on. My daughter was 4 years old when I transitioned back home to help my mom with my dad. He had gotten a 6 month to live diagnosis. And I lived across the street from this physician who she didn't like to cook. But her family and her kids really loved it, and she was so good to me and letting my daughter play with her kids. And so when I cook every night, I'd make dishes, and I was very respectful of her husband and everything. So he would tell her, she's like a bandit. She won't tell me she's coming, and then she'll text you, and then I go out and it's there. Because I don't need a thank you.
Yeah.
Because that's just the way that we show love and we serve each other. And so I did that, and I kind of started it, and it stuck. And then my mom was a missionary with that. On Saturday, she had her elderly, my mother was 80, but she had her elderly people.
That she would refer to them as old people.
And she would take them dishes, and she would usually load my daughter up, or sometimes I'd help. And she'd blow the horn, they come to the door, we rush the food up, they say thank you, sometimes with tears in their eyes.
But that's the thing, when you said, I don't want to thank you, that there's some depth there, because like, I feel guilty if I get to thank you. I want to do this and not get anything back for it.
Correct. Because it fills my soul.
Yep.
So I really don't need you to thank me for something that fills my soul.
Yep.
And this is not a talent that I honed.
Yeah.
Like this, our love and our gifting, this just happened. It's just something God gave it to us, and I don't take it for granted, and I'm excited about it. And I think what makes it better is that I'm here, I'm in your home, we're sharing conversation, we're sharing love, we're sharing an opportunity to be together, and we're making memories. So when we get to the point where we can't do this no more, we got proof that it happened.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But then also, hopefully, we'll have made enough money that we can pay people to cook, and we just
watch them and talk about it. Okay, perfect. I need that. All right, so we'll come back to this.
Yep.
We'll come back to when we get the potatoes boiled, and we'll see how it turns out.
Let's go.
All right.
mean, I had a pretty significant history with family and cooking, and like strong role models with my grandmothers, my mom. So I always was fascinated with the food in general, but it wasn't really till I was in college. And I have a minor in hospitality management, and so we had, even though I didn't go to culinary school, we had a few cooking classes. And so it was like, oh, I'm experimenting with this on my family, and they love it. So that spark grew and that kind of thing. And then around that time, you know, the big Food Network still actually had teaching shows.
Right.
So you had like Emerald Live, and you know, I'm sitting there watching these shows.
Amazing show. Like BAM.
I'm watching these shows. I have a BAM apron.
Do you have a BAM apron?
I do. But sitting there watching these shows and just learning how, like, basic techniques and that type of thing. And so it's always about what can I do to take it to the next level? Like, what can I do?
But that's because it's art.
Yeah.
Cooking is art, and when you are passionate about your art, when you are gifted in the art of cooking, then you're always evolving.
Yep.
I don't make things the way I used to make them. I make them in different versions.
Yep.
I make them depending on who I'm making it for and how many people I'm cooking it for is the version that they get. But I'm just saying, what just warms my heart is that I'm learning so many nuggets, and I have been cooking all my life.
Mm-hmm.
Since I was 9 years old. My mother used to stand me in a chair and let me stir. I mean, I would turn over chicken. She said, hey, when it gets your complexion, it's ready. Now, who teaches that way? But of course she knew what I looked like.
Yeah.
And I knew what I looked like, so I could do it. And I'm just like, I'm so overjoyed by, like, putting potatoes and chickens just gave me a lift as though I just had a religious moment. Like, my eyes were dancing because I could automatically smell and taste those flavors. And it's an infusion without putting raw salt and adding additional salt. Because salt is not what people think it is. Salt was originally made to be a preservative.
Preservative, yep.
Where you get your flavors from is herbs and vegetables and the layering of flavors. So garlic powder was just lazy and granulated garlic for lazy people, because really it was supposed to be garlic.
Yeah.
Like real garlic, not the mixed garlic in the jar. Like smashing, making your own, getting that juice from that garlic.
I've shifted my mindset with garlic, and this is just because I'm getting old and I get heartburn. Anytime I'm putting garlic into a dish, I'm roasting it.
You roasting it,
yeah.
So you get that infusion and that.
Well, not just it brings a little sweetness to it as well, but also for whatever reason I don't get heartburn as bad.
So when you roast it,
it like mellows whatever is in garlic that will give you heartburn. It mellows that.
So that's a great little nugget for everybody. But I take garlic and I put that whole clove in with a little bit of olive oil. And I put it in the oven and I squeeze it out and I put it on bread and I add any type of, like, the everything bagel blend, the citrus blend, my Vee Vicious rub, and it just gives me an excuse to eat bread.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, I just need an excuse to eat bread.
Garlic, honey, butter.
Oh! I got that dish last night at a restaurant I was at. They brought me 3 little circles that they had cut out of a baguette. And it had honey, garlic, and butter. And it was striped, and I thought that I was going to see my Savior. I mean, I was sitting outside, the wind was blowing, and it was angelic. It was delicious. I mean, and again, that's why I was in a food coma when my nephew came in, and he was trying to talk to me, and I kept going to sleep on my text because I was so full from what I got to enjoy. But so this says Louisiana shrimp, wild caught, local. Come on, talk to me about this. What in the world?
So I was going to be making crawfish pies today. But crawfish are not in season right now. You can get them in the packs, but the grocery stores right now didn't have any local. They only had Chinese crawfish, and I didn't want that. So we have a pretty steady supply of Louisiana shrimp.
But this is
caught fresh from the Gulf.
And I know this is gonna be life changing.
Well, y'all gotta have good shrimp where you at too.
I don't. I'm inland, so that's Brunswick. That's Brunswick. That's the coastal side. Now I work over in Valdosta, so I have access to it. But I am inland.
Yeah.
So I have to make an effort to get like locally caught fish or shrimp or anything like that.
You
Because
cannot get good fish in the supermarkets here.
you can't.
All the good fish go to the restaurants.
Well, what about the catfish? The catfish too?
You can get catfish, but I'm talking about like good Gulf redfish.
Redfish,
and that type of
you
stuff.
can't get it because it goes to the restaurant.
I mean, yeah, most of it goes to the restaurants, but
That's
shrimp
terrible.
and normally I can get crawfish,
Right.
So it's just a matter of what's available. But we're so blessed. I mean, because of where we live and the seafood and the things that are available to us.
I mean, God knew not to let me live here
Oh,
because I would probably be in a wheelchair from
I wish
overweight.
I wish he'd have known better
he
than
knew.
me.
He knew because I love food so much.
Yep.
I find excuses to eat.
Yeah.
Like I'm really working out. I tell people, I want to get better and be. I work out to eat, so I can add calories to my day.
Yeah.
So I start off with 1850, and the more I move, the more I work out, the more movement I get to add for my exercise.
Yeah.
So I need to be transparent. That's really why I exercise, because I love to eat.
Oh, trust
I
me.
mean, food is my superpower.
Yeah, I get it, and it's just when you're sitting there looking at the options between something that is,
And then something that's just like amazing.
Yeah, I've tried to get better at taking something and making it better, making it healthier. Whether it be less fat, whatever. And so this is not that.
No, and I don't want that.
But
Yes.
when like I'll meal prep for my wife, and both of us will sit there and try to do things that are more clean
Absolutely,
and healthy
absolutely. And during the week, but this is an indulgence. So I see
For
this
sure.
as us doing our pre-kickoff Thanksgiving, getting ready for family and friends
Yep.
and having that good time. And again, I just keep saying how grateful I am to be standing in your kitchen, cooking, making great, incredible food, and having a really good conversation with my brother. Like, this is just, this is a memory I won't forget, and I hope that you're enjoying it as much as
Absolutely.
Because
I'm glad I could get to share with you.
I mean, I have been so jealous for so long with you cooking with other people, and so now I feel like I have joined the ranks of the greats.
That's it.
All right, so we put the shrimp that I chopped up into this amazing roux stew filling for your pies, for the shrimp pie. We've got the potatoes in the chicken broth. I'm excited about that. And then the gumbo is just doing its thing over here.
So we can't just cook without
Right.
having a snack.
Cause I like to eat. While
We
we
gotta
cook.
eat while we cook.
Yeah. We gotta have
So-
cocktails. Gotta have all that.
I'm gonna give you Cajun snacks.
Okay, so what's Cajun snacks?
So
Talk to
for
me.
me, it doesn't get any more Cajun than boudin. So
Boudin.
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 So boudin is basically a poor man's sausage.
Okay.
So back in the day, we had to figure out how to extend things.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically pork sausage, but it's got rice in it to extend it.
What?
Yeah. So have you ever had rice dressing, dirty rice?
Mm-hmm. Dirty rice.
Kind of
Absolutely.
like
Okay, in a
that, but
casing.
in a casing.
Love
Yeah.
it. Okay.
So that's our boudin.
Mhm.
This is from New Iberia, Louisiana, a little place called Legnan's.
Uh-huh.
In my top probably 3 or 4 best boudin places. I can take you to some places in Scott, Louisiana that is
Right.
my favorite.
Right.
We also got to have the cream cheese and pepper jelly. So we got Tabasco pepper jelly, which is one of my faves, and then we serve that with some crackers.
Mhm.
This is like Cajun caviar. Right?
Oh.
So
I'm excited.
This is what we snack on and while we cook.
So I'm gonna dig in,
Go for
if
it.
that's okay with you.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna let you dig in, and I'm gonna switch with you on here. So I'm gonna get a little bit of. So pepper jelly is a big Southern thing.
Yep.
Different pepper jellies. I've never had jalapeno pepper jelly, and I've never had Tabasco, which Tabasco in the South, hot sauce.
So Tabasco is, it's funny because it's not my favorite hot sauce.
It's not your favorite hot sauce. Okay, what's your favorite hot sauce?
But
I'm gonna
my
slide that back to you.
home parish, Iberia Parish, is where Tabasco started. So it's a little place called
Really?
Avery Island, probably about 15, 20 minutes from where I grew up. And so, but the jellies are next level. We done got V speechless. That don't happen often.
good.
That don't happen often.
So I'm going in for the next one.
So this is the red.
Mm-hmm.
So the red's supposed to be a little bit spicier. I don't find them to be that much different. I just like the color contrast, really.
Oh my God, that is delicious.
Yeah.
Got a little kick in the back of my throat. I'm going in.
All right. Girl, you just gotta take it down.
All right. Taste the flavors.
Mm-hmm. It's so big.
That is delicious. Like, I want to do something that's probably against everything.
Nope.
I want to build this
There's no against anything.
on top of this, and then put a little bit. Put a little bit of this
Yep.
on top of that.
So that's next level. You're putting some sweet, spicy, all the flavors of the blue.
I'm having a religious experience.
Yeah.
That's delicious.
Yeah. And I love this because I'm introducing you to this. You've
Something
never had
new,
boudin.
never. And there's not a lot of first
Yeah.
when you get into
Yeah.
my age and season of life. So where do I buy this at?
You can only get good boudin
Here.
in not even here where we are.
No,
It's
but-
gotta be Acadiana. It's gotta be
Really?
Scott, Lafayette, New Iberia, like that area.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Outside of that, to me, you can't find it anywhere.
So I guess I gotta come to your house to get this.
Absolutely.
All right, so I'm going in one more time.
Well, you need to come over and we do a field trip to that area.
Okay.
Because I'll take you to some spots that are really
That is delicious.
good stuff, right?
No, I'm gonna be honest. So when I looked at it and saw the texture, I was like, it doesn't look so in the South. Smoked sauce is tight. It's very juicy.
Mm-hmm.
And this had a different texture, but I really enjoyed it.
So I will at times throw this on the smoker just to kind of get some smoke to it, but I mean it doesn't
That's the
need a
texture.
legacy. I mean, it really just to warm it up
Mm-hmm.
is good to go. But
It's delicious.
Yeah,
And thank you so much for sharing that with me.
absolutely.
Look at the color on it.
My dad brings this to me. He knows we can't get good boudin here, so he brings it to me. You know, a couple times a year
I
he
just
brings
love
me.
how'd you cook that? You cooked
I
that?
well, it's frozen, so I just I thawed it out and put it in the oven,
Mhm.
350 for like 15 minutes.
That was
and
it.
Good to go.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much for introducing that to
Absolutely.
me. I'm so excited. So how much longer do we have on what we're doing over here?
We really just have to fill the pie shells on
Okay.
with the shrimp. And then the potato salad is probably another, 10 minutes or so before
Right.
we can pull those potatoes and we'll
All
be
right.
good to go.
Well, we'll be back with that because I'm excited.
All right.
Travis, it's on fire.
It's
Tell me
on
what
fire.
I'm doing.
We're making rum sauce for red pudding.
So we burn off the rum.
We burn off the alcohol.
Oh no, I'm not
you're
that
gonna-
skilled.
Otherwise, you're gonna have people just drunk on the sauce.
Okay, okay.
It's not where it needs to be.
All
Also, I need to mellow the flavors a little bit more.
Gotcha. And so we're not concerned about the height of the fire.
No.
and I have product in my hair, so I'm gonna stand back because I don't want a Michael Jackson
Go for it.
Experience.
So
I'm gonna stand here and talk to you.
So I did this at our dear friend Patty Gerber's house one time, and it was probably 10 minutes before she was starting her party, and you know Patty is perfectionist.
Very meticulous.
And Patty was very nervous that I was going to burn her kitchen down. Yeah.
Before the company came.
Understandable. Understandable. But it's all good. Alcohol burns off. We're going to put some powdered sugar in it.
Right.
Knock it up with a little bit of heavy whipping cream. And we got a good rum sauce right there.
So, that Chris is not upset that we have this big of a fire, I'm okay.
No.
Because I know she would be the first person to say.
She has witnessed this enough.
She would be the first person to say, hey, y'all, I don't care where y'all are filming, Travis, stop.
Stop. You're setting our house on fire.
Right. But I want y'all to know the heat that's coming off of this fire.
It's intense.
Is intense. Like the next time, correct. So the next time I want to build a fire, I can just set rum on fire and not worry about wood.
Yeah, well, you know, it's not gonna last too long, but
but I'm hot, so it's okay. It's doing its job. And how long does it take for it to kind of burn off?
I'm looking at how much it reduces.
And then what kind of pot is this?
This is just a little stainless steel.
Okay, just stainless steel. Okay.
But I you know, if you let it burn, it'll reduce to nothing, and then you won't have anything left. So I'm probably I've poured more than half the bottle of rum in here.
Right.
So I don't want it to reduce much more than half. At some point, I'm going to smother it out. And then
gotcha. So I see that it's Bacardi rum and it's dark rum.
The Bacardi Gold to me is like some of the better flavor for this application.
Okay, gotcha.
You know, it's just I've done a couple and this is what I like.
So I drank so much rum in college. I named my puppy Bacardi. And my mother didn't understand where that name came from. And my brother was like, Mama, you don't need to know.
That's it.
So, I only like rum when we're making a rum sauce now. Because I just rum and Coke was my drink.
It really is.
And I just drank too much of it.
Yep, that happens. So we got the custard for the bread pudding, which is just egg, heavy whipping cream, sugar, vanilla, and I do put a little bit of almond extract in mine. That's kind of, I guess, secret ingredient. I typically do one of those long loaves of French bread that we use for po' boys, and then about a half a gallon of the custard here.
Here, Travis, I'm so excited. We're wrapping up the day. We have cooked all day. Well, I haven't cooked. I've talked and tasted. And being your sous chef, it's been my honor and pleasure to do that. So we have this delicious gumbo that I can't wait to dig into. We have our potato salad that we found out that we as Southerners have that in common. That potato salad goes with everything, but it has an elevation of bacon, so I can't wait. And then I have my shrimp pie. I want to say thank you to you and Chris for having us here. This has been an ultimate experience. I've learned so many things. I have so many nuggets to take back home. I'm just full. My cup is full, and I am grateful. And I love you, and I can't wait for the next chapter. So everybody eat, be merry, enjoy, and always share it with someone that you love and that you're connected with, because food, fun, and fellowships are the real F's that we need to use in life. All right, until next time, I'll talk to y'all soon. I'm gonna get into this. All right, y'all have a great night.